to become, well, Chaim, I think, was supposed to be a cantor. But turned he couldn't carry tuna in a basket. He became a kosher butcher.
Shekel, yeah.
Who?
But my father was not. My father was not interested.
Uncle Chaim.
My father was not interested in being a rabbi. He was interested in earning money so he could buy cigarettes. So by the time that they caught up with him, he was engraving Hebrew characters on tombstones to get some money to buy cigarettes. That was an important thing. Well, that other stuff was just getting in his way.
I didn't know he was trying to buy cigarettes. He was only when he left.
He was about 12 years old. He was smoking already.
Yeah, but when did he leave Lithuania?
Right after that, they shipped him off to little cousins in Parkside Avenue. And they had apprenticed him to a jeweler. So he said he had a spool of gold thread, and learned to make the gold thread into links for either what do you call it, bracelets or necklaces. And his friend came to us and said, "Phil, if you're working with gold, you're making crap." He said, "How'd you like to work with crap and make gold?" And that's how he became a paper hanger.
Became a paper hanger in Philly, yeah.
So when did he?
Fast.
When did he
good?
When did he get the chicken coops?
He became allergic to the paste. They used the potato starch as a paste for the wallpaper. He became allergic to it. He couldn't work with it anymore. So he went to the Jewish Farm Federation, and they fronted him to buy land in southern New Jersey. And the story goes that he had an opportunity to buy the land in Atco, okay, which was more expensive, or a piece of land on Route 70 in Cherry Hill, okay, and he decided Atco was quieter, so he bought the land there.
They also had a little house on it.
Yeah, and the land in Route 70 sold for $2 million.
I'm not surprised, yeah.
Yeah, so.
At that time, Phil Street was a dirt road.
Oh, I remember when it was a dirt road.
And our basement was dirt basement also. But what I heard was that he had the money, he had the cash to pay for it, but he went to the bank to get it. The bank was closed. It was what they called the bank holiday. He never saw a nickel of his money. When he died in 1963, his insurance paid the last mortgage on the property.
63 or 53?
63.
I'd have died
He
in
was
83.
50. How old was he in 63?
65.
Yeah.
I'd have died in 83.
I'd have died in 83.
To the day.
20 years to the day. Except on the Hebrew calendar.
I think he would have been 65 in May. So it may have been 64 in January when he died. He was born in 1898, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was he already on the farm when he met Ida?
No.
No, they met in Philadelphia. He was a paper hanger then.
Yeah, his mother died early in 1930 and bought the farm later in 1930.
I told you that story when we went to visit their grave. I drove them out to the cemetery, Bess and Phil, to the cemetery to visit Chaya's grave. And Aunt Bess, we were trying to find the gravestone, and you can imagine.
She's screaming already.
Oh, my mother, oh, my mother, Bess, we're not there yet. Oh, okay. And then it happened about 4 or 5 times when she thought she was getting close. She would start going into this, oh, my mother, my mother.
Similar thing happened when Esther's mother died. When her mother died, Esther's mother was the only one of 7 children who survived childhood.
She had 7 kids?
Esther's mother.
I understand. Esther was one of 7?
No. Esther's mother was one of 7 children.
Oh, okay.
Esther's mother was one of 7 children who survived childhood.
Okay.
So when Esther's mother died, her grandmother was still alive. And she went through the same thing. I'm going to throw myself in the grave. I'm going to throw myself in the grave. And they had to restrain her. She was really going to jump in.
The two of you sound the same when you talk like women.
Yeah.
How do women talk?
We used to.
Isn't that sexist?
We used to exchange phone on phone calls.
Yes.
People
All the
were
way
talking
through
to
I
college.
tried that. I tried it once.
Tried it once and they didn't.
It didn't work. They sent the police.
He went to the pharmacy.
I went to the
He called
pharmacy.
and said, "This is Calvin."
I called the security company called and I said it was Calvin. They didn't buy it.
But we used to talk all the time. We just talked to, I don't know, Linda Snow.
Snow White.
Snow White, Linda Snow White. So I used to get on
Ellen
the phone.
introduced me to her.
Me.
I used to get on the phone. Used to get on the phone with Linda, think like I was Ralph. She
There was
couldn't tell
one
the
thing,
difference.
one thing wrong with that family. They only had 6 children.
Is that all?
Yeah, remember Baby Snow White? The 7 dwarfs.
She wasn't a dwarf. She was a pretty girl.
Yes, she was. Boy, you remember the contacts you used to wear?
No, I didn't get that close.
Oh man. They
How
only
come I
made
remember that name?
Snow White. Yeah.
How come I can remember that?
How could you forget it?
That was a long time ago, Ralph.
Yeah. 1956.
I was 16 then.
My sister Ellen introduced me to her. Ellen had a summer job at a store in Woodbury, was it?
I don't know. Before my time.
She had a girl I wanted to introduce you to. So I brought her to a family get together. Mom said, "Don't ever bring anybody here unless you're engaged." I don't know what she did was wrong, but that's what. Yeah, Linda Snow White. There was a synagogue group was supposed to be for 18 to 45.
Feels like burning.
Linda was 17 at the time. I was out sick for a week. I was working at General Electric at the time, and I was out sick for about a week. I came out from being sick. I found out she was pregnant. Oh, that's interesting.
What did you name your child?
What?
What did you name your child?
Somebody else. it was Shelley Hollander. Was the culprit?
Shitley?
Shelley.
Shelley. Shelley Hollander. Donald Schilling. Tanya's remember?
Brother?
What?
Tanya's brother?
Tanya's brother. He came over to me. He said, "Ralph, don't worry about it. I got 4 other guys who said that they had sex with her." I said, "Thanks a lot."
Yeah, that
Thanks a lot,
made you
Donald.
feel good.
That's a big morale booster, Donald. Thank you very much. that was supposed to
He
prove
was
that
so
I was-
upset because he didn't.
that was supposed to prove that I was innocent. I didn't quite understand the logic, but I appreciate his
Yeah,
enthusiasm.
if it was Ralph, they would have called him Jesus.
Oh, it turned out the child was born severely impaired. Very, very bad heart ailment. Only lived about 6 months old.
My favorite story with the 2 brothers is the time that my dad walked into the pharmacy with me, and the guy goes in the back and goes, "Calvin, there's a guy out front that looks just like you."
Yeah. That's true. There's a guy